thoughts here. Have we talked about A&M Ole Miss yet? Let's do that real quick, because then we'll get to the rest of the comments before we hop off at the top of the hour. But Blayne, I'll let you have the floor for this one. A&M Ole Miss.
Let's just say I don't know if there's anything that I could think of that shows that there is a lack of respect in the locker room for Jimbo Fisher. Then I don't care what your stance is on marijuana or any of that kind of stuff. Doesn't matter. To smoke anything in the locker room allegedly before the game. I mean, I don't care if you're playing. I don't care what it is. I mean, this is a total lack of respect for your coach, and I think that comes with a sense of entitlement that has crept in to the Texas A&M program. Man, I'm telling you, like, if a kid knows he's getting $15,000, $20,000, $25,000 a month, regardless whether he plays or not, you got to find a way to keep them grounded a little bit. And I'm all for these kids making money. I want them to make as much. I want everybody out here in this chat, everybody of us, every player out there to make as much money as they possibly can. I'm all for everybody making money, but at the same time, you gotta be able to maintain culture, and it's just not there for Texas A&M. And I meant to bring this up last week, Chris, or on Sunday, but I forgot. Right now, Texas A&M for this year's salary is paying Jimbo Fisher $2.5 million per loss. I mean, and that is not a great return on investment for the boosters and the fine people there in College Station. They deserve better. And I don't know why the spread is only 2.5 with Ole Miss this week. I would that's my best bet of the week. Give me Ole Miss and the points, and they're going to take it to the Aggies. I think Haynes King may not even play in this game. They may be going with the freshman, and I know Ole Miss's defense looked like a sieve last week versus LSU, but I think it's going to magically look a lot better with the antiquated stylings of Jimbo Fisher rolling up against it.
Yeah, I don't think, or do any of us think that A&M wins this game this weekend? I think we're all in agreement there.
I picked Ole Miss. Yeah.
Ole Miss has been. I mean, I don't think Ole Miss could play worse than it did a week ago.
Did y'all see Lane Kiffin's comment in his press conference this week? That somebody asked him if they tried to keep DJ Durkin on staff, and he said, "Oh yeah, we tried to keep him, but we got outbid," which seems to be a common theme with Texas A&M. Lane Kiffin said that in a press conference. Lane Kiffin should have a statue made of him out there at Oxford. He is the only person to have a 10-win season in the history of Ole Miss football. So
here's when you know things are bad for A&M, by the way. I'm looking at when you see other media team sites talking about how our team can go out and get Texas A&M's players, like, via transfer, like that's when you know things have gotten bad, is when other teams like are focused on, hey, let's look at the situation at A&M. We can definitely go get some of those guys. Like, it's just wild to think that's what we've gotten to. So, yeah.
Well, Greg, I was listening to something with Greg McElroy this week, and he rightly pointed out that, and just as Juan did here, the AD, all that kind of stuff, giving these coaches these 10-year contracts when they haven't done anything at the school yet is just totally ludicrous, especially when they're guaranteed. And they are stuck with him. I don't care how much oil money you got. You can't afford to just be dropping $85,000 to fire or $85 million to fire somebody. Like, I mean, it's just absolutely awful.